Hi, this is Josh Bloom with Luther Brookdale Chevrolet, conveniently located on the corner of 694 and Brooklyn Blvd, right here in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, or visit us online at brookdalechevy.com. Today we're going to introduce the all-new 2019 Equinox. This is our premier package, our highest level trim. We've done a couple videos on Equinox before. We'll notice some styling similarities, but I'm going to show you a few differences that we have. First, as we look at the vehicle, you can tell right away this is our new kinetic blue color. So for 2019, we have two new blues, plus we still have our normal storm blue. So we have the bright blue, and then we have another blue that's a Pacific blue that's a little bit different than that. Now this one, what we did with the Premier is we put the black bow tie on the front, makes the emblems look a little bit cleaner, cleans up the front end of the vehicle, and it just kind of gives that little bit better appearance when it's paired with all the other black moldings here. This is a Premier, so we do have our high intensity discharge lamps, all of our chrome grille surrounds, our forward vision camera system. And then we also have sonar in here for 2019, which is all new, so we can give you adaptive cruise control. We haven't been able to offer adaptive cruise control before. Adaptive cruise control, just think of that as an autopilot for your speed. You set your cruise control and it'll automatically adjust your distance between the people in front of you and the people behind you, keeping it safe. A really nice feature. It's really nice now that we have it in the Equinox. As we continue to go around the styling and the side panels of the Premier package, you'll see a lot of high-end chrome upgrades. So you have chrome appearances on your mirror caps, on your belt line, around your door handles, your Equinox badging. The top luggage rack on the top is also chrome. All signifiers of being a Premier. Premier also has LED turn signal lights, much safer for you, much safer for the people when they're looking at you when you're about to turn. So, the size of the vehicle is same as the 2018. A couple things that we changed on the interior, or just where the charging ports are. We'll show you those in a minute, but we still have our full leather seats, full 12-way power passenger seat and 12-way power driver seat. Heated and cooled seats on both sides on the Premier. If you look at the lower level options like the LTs or the red line editions, we'll see heated seats only, not the cooled seats that you get in the Premier package, which is kind of nice to have, obviously. It's not always winter. We're in Minnesota. It gets summer too. So open up the back door. This is what people have loved about the new body Equinox since we released it in 2018. And that's that big, large, wide opening back door. More legroom than we had in the past, more legroom than our ones even when we had the sliding seating before. And also now the second row seats have the heated seats as well. So your outside seating surfaces are heated for your rear passengers, just like your front passengers. And then you also have two USB ports for charging. So, you know, when you got kids in the back seat, we don't really use DVD players anymore. It's a great option for being able to plug in your iPads or whatever mobile devices they might be using to watch their TV or whatever gets the drive done as fast as possible for the parents, you know. So, all right. I'm going to close this up. We come around the back. As you've seen before on Equinox, all the signifiers showing what badge you have, what Premier trim you have, whether it's an all-wheel drive. This is cool. This is a 2-liter all-wheel drive. It also comes at a 1.5. This is our highest end motor for power, and General Motors has made it really easy. It gives you standard trailering equipment. So behind this cap here, you have full trailering. Comes on every 2-liter now. That wasn't always the case. You had the option for the trailering package. This 2-liter turbo tows 3,500 pounds, so you can do a lot with an Equinox, small boats, trailers, you name it. And then with Premier and most every vehicle we have now, we got full power programmable rear liftgate. So you just press the button, goes all the way up for us, opens up our big storage compartment in the back. We've widened this out, fitting it a little bit easier for certain golf clubs and things, and also offer you an additional storage beneath. Now your spare tire unit's still down beneath there, so you can still utilize this all the time that you want, and your spare tire doesn't have to be accessed from beneath the vehicle as it gets full of grime and all that crap. Another thing I think we've showed you before, but was new for Equinox last year, is a 1-button push folding second row seat. No longer do you have to climb all the way up through there, get your pants dirty or whatever to get that seat to fold flat. We can just grab the grab handles right in the back of the vehicle and they're gonna drop them down. Like yesterday I was at Menards and I was picking up some wood and I was just thinking that would be a lot easier. My vehicle doesn't have this feature. I had to go around to the other doors, flip the seats down, come back around to the back, load the plywood in, whereas I could have done it all in one motion. So our programmable liftgate is really cool. We can either have it open all the way up or all the way down, but we can actually set that wherever you want. So if you want your liftgate to stop right at a specific position depending on your garage height, you can just set this button, wait for a couple little chimes, and it's gonna always store that position. It'll never go higher than that again. If you had something up above it, you wouldn't wanna ding your hatch. So let's go around the side panel of the vehicle. I'll show you a couple other things. So Equinox Premier does have our best looking wheel in my opinion. The wheel options come from 16s, 17s, 18s. You see a lot of different sizes and styles of the wheels. This comes with our hand-cooked tire, our Venus S1. This is our best tire, best wheel package that comes on Equinox. This is specific for 2-liter Premier with the upgraded wheel package. This is the 19-inch wheel. So, but as we look at the other trims, you'll see a bunch of different styling. You even get black wheels with red line hashtags, all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm gonna flip this seat back up again, show you how easy that is. And that just locks right into position. And you can flip down your center console. As I said, you do have full heated seats, so people can create a bucket seat feel for the second row, even though it's a bench. Makes them a little bit more comfortable. Got a spot for their drinks or whatever else. Like I said, with the kids, that's always something that's important to have. So, as we open up the driver's door, you can see an awesome driver's cabin that we've had for a little while. You can access your programmable lift gate from inside the panel of the vehicle, open and close it from in here. You can set your driver's seat memory settings that go with your key fob. So if you and your wife or your significant other are also going to drive the vehicle, you can set the mirrors, the seat, and all those things specific to yourself. So every time you get back in the vehicle, the characteristics go right back to you. So let's jump inside. I'll show you a couple of those things on the interior. All right, now we're inside the vehicle. And first things first, I'm sure you can recognize all the light coming in. The Equinox Premier with the sunroof package has a giant sunroof. One full panel that opens and another full skylight for your second row. All push button with both the screen and the glass, so you can control it all right here. And it's really, really nice. Goes all the way to the back of the second row. As we come down the top, we still got a nice little sunglass holder. Believe it or not, I find a lot of use in having a little holder for small things. This vehicle takes SD cards, all kinds of different small items that you might want to keep in it. It's a great spot for that. We might not always put our sunglasses in it, but small things are what you notice after you buy the car that you like about it. OnStar standard on every Equinox, so you've got your full security system if you need SOS. They can send out help to you. You can be a good Samaritan. Just press that button if you see somebody on the side of the road and they got a blown tire, and send somebody out to them to help them out too. So our mirror is an automatic dimming rear view mirror. We don't have to flip any switches or do anything exotic with it. It'll just display dimmer or lighter depending on lights coming behind you. So if you got that tall pickup behind you, the lights are hammering it, it's going to dim automatically. So our new MyLink system, this is our biggest screen, and it's our best display. We have changes for 2019 on the operating system, so the menu format's a little different than what we've had before, so it might not be common to you, but it's a really easy thing to learn. So what it does still have is all your same audio features with your Bose stereo, your autopilot, so you can do whatever you want to make it sound exceptional. It's got touchscreen voice-activated navigation, Wi-Fi hotspot, apps. You can activate your camera system while your vehicle's parked or even while it's moving. Your OnStar services is also available in here, so you can manage your account and so on and so forth. And this is just a swipe. It's something very, very, very common to us because it's what we use on our smartphones all the time. So like I said, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, really, really, really nice features. We can just take our smartphone, plug it in, and run all our apps through this screen if you need to. You can run this navigation, that navigation. You can do text message. You can do whatever you want, all with that unit. Our heating and cooling controls are the same. Really, really nice, easy, simple one-button pushing. You don't have to go into some digital menu like some of our competitors do just to try to make the air come out of the defroster. We still have our hard buttons, easy to push, easy to use. Now our charging systems has changed as well. We have wireless charging, so my phone can sit right there and charge without having to be plugged in at all. And then deep inside there, we have 2 illuminated charging ports. New for 19, we have a micro USB as well as your regular USB plus your auxiliary input. What does that mean? Anything, whatever phone, whatever device, whatever you have, no matter what type of hookups you have, the vehicle's all pre-wired for it right there. You don't have to worry about having a phone that's outdated for the system or the vehicle outdated for the phone or so on and so forth. So as we come on down, we still have our shift lever here, and we talked about this last year, but I do want to display it again, is our turn on and offable all-wheel drive. So like we've had in the past, we always had either an all-wheel drive, we had a front-wheel drive vehicle. Now, we can just turn the all-wheel drive on, turn the all-wheel drive off. Summer driving, want to get best gas mileage, because the Equinox with the front-wheel drive and a 1.5 does get over 30 miles per gallon. We can just turn this all-wheel drive, turn into a front-wheel drive, maximize our fuel economy. We run into a bad road condition, boom, activate our all-wheel drive again. Super great. Now, the driver's cockpit, real similar to 2018 as well. We've got the push button start, so your key remote never has to leave your pocket if you don't want to. You can remote start it from it. You can use your hatch. As long as the key remote comes inside the vehicle, you can start it. And with Premier, we've got heated steering wheel, leather wrap steering wheel, lane keep assist, and all those great safety things. But sometimes it's nice to just get comfortable. We got your full power seat, and then we have a fully manipulable steering wheel. So we can have it in, out, up, down, tilt, telescoping. Make sure the steering wheel is positioned with your gauges so you can see it well. And as I mentioned before, we do have our automatic cruise control. We have our lane keep assist. We have our driver steer assist. We have a lot of different things that can virtually make this thing run on autopilot. We don't recommend you treat it like autopilot, but it can really make it a nice, safe, easy drive. And don't forget, 10 airbag standard, so the cabin is always a safe place to be when it comes to Equinox. Now, if you have any other questions about the new colors available or other trim levels like the red line, the LS, or the LT, and we do a lot of business with the commercial side with our L model, just give us a call and we can answer your questions. 763-222-1800. Josh at Brookdale Chevy.